Becoming wealthy is often a combination of many things, and today I'm going to discuss one particular thing, and that's self-trust. The ability to make decisions yourself is often a really good asset to be in business and to set you on the right track. Now, it's in the subject of self-trust. I'm not saying that you should not take any decision to other people. If you're surrounded by a good supportive group of people, or people that understand your business well, understand you well, it's often fine to go to them, to use them as a sounding board so that you can make a good decision. So let's imagine you've got a decision to make in business. You're going for plan A, or you're going to go for plan B. You're going to go this direction, or you're going to go in that direction. A decision that's got to be made, and it's one or the other. So if you've got someone around you that you know and trust, and they know your business, then it's okay to go to them as a sounding board. But be careful doing that, because you can become too reliant on other people in those decision-making processes. You see, often is the case, the more deep you get into a subject, then you know a lot more than you think, and you should learn to trust yourself more in that decision-making process. Often is the case that only you know the real answer, and that's the discipline of self-trust. And it comes from talking to yourself, and a lot of people don't feel comfortable talking to themselves. I'm not talking physically verbalizing things out loud. I'm talking about thinking to yourself. And people joke, say, oh, it's the first sign of madness when you're talking to yourself. And I've heard people say funny stories about it's okay to talk to yourself. It's okay to answer yourself back. You know you've got a problem when you find yourself saying, what did you just say? And as funny as that is to listen to, it's actually wrong when people are saying you've got a problem when you're saying, what did you say? When you actually start questioning what you're saying, thinking about what you're saying, that is when you're actually on the right track. It's a great self-discipline to be able to split your mind into two sections. I'm not talking about schizophrenia here. I'm talking about the ability to look and argue from both sides of a situation before you can make a decision. To be able to do that, it's a lot harder than it thinks. You've got to have a very clear and very quiet mind in order to do that. And right there, that's why most people can't do it, because life is really noisy. From the moment you wake up, you've got kids, you've got your family, you've got people around you, you've got people at work, you've got your partner, TV, the radio. It's noisy. So the first thing to do, if you've got a decision to make in business and you're going to learn to trust yourself more, is to get yourself almost into a semi-meditative state. I'm not going to talk to you today about meditation. I'm going to talk to you about getting into that close to meditation state. And to do that, find yourself a really quiet place. You all know where that is, a quiet place where you're going to be undisturbed for 10 or 15 minutes. My place is in the shower. After you've finished all the washing bits, I just let the hot water drop onto the top of my head, and I find that can take me almost into a trance-like state. And if I really want to think about something, that is where I can actually make some really good decisions, because you start to focus on your breathing in, breathing out. You know you want to think about this one issue, and so when anything else pops into your mind, you get the discipline to push it away. And when you find that your mind is quiet and calm, and there's nothing else in your mind but you're breathing in and breathing out, then you can start the conversation to sort this issue you've got in business. Am I going to go for plan A? Am I going to go for plan A? Plan B, is this the decision I should make, or is this the decision I should make? And then you think about that and nothing else, and be able to discuss this with yourself, looking at the pros, looking at the cons, and that is where you're going to make a really good business decision. That's, if you've got any decision like that to make, get yourself into that state, and that is a really good path to go forward to become wealthy. That's where you learn to trust yourself, and that will almost certainly make you a better business person. So don't forget, if you're enjoying these chats, to subscribe to this channel and hit that little notification bell, so every time we put out a new video like this or anything particular about our company, then you'll be the first to know and you'll be notified of it. See you soon.